Okay, you guys, I'm here to review Scream 3. This movie takes place 3 years after the events of the first one, but of course first I'm going to explain a little bit of the plot here. The original plot was going to take place in a high school setting, of course, but two idiots with AK-47s decided to shoot up Columbine, and that completely threw that idea out of the window because Matthew Lillard, who was in the first one, was going to reprise his role, that he had somehow survived the Woodsboro massacre from the first film, and would have got his revenge at the high school. But since that massacre happened, everything got thrown out the window, and we got this half-assed excuse of a wrap-up instead. I did not really enjoy this movie. I didn't. And now that I know the actual real story that should have happened, I would love to see how that would have played out on screen instead of this very last minute bullshit we got. So, basically, the plot revolves around the film Stab 3. Okay? The killer is killing all of the stars and the cast members of that film in the order they will die in the movie. Of course, there are 3 different cuts. Get it? Cuts to Stab 3. Okay? And different characters die a different way at all 3 cuts. So it depends on which cut that the killer has that they will die in. Which forces Sydney to Hollywood. Yeah, because in the 3rd film, we gotta take them somewhere. And instead of taking them somewhere in context, we're taking them completely out of their element, which is Woodsboro, and throwing them into a fucking element that they just look so terrible in. I never thought characters would look out of place more than Chucky did in Seed of Chucky. But yeah, this is the second horror franchise where the characters look so completely out of place in Hollywood. It just makes no sense. Okay? And then you got pointless cameos. Pointless cameos. JSL Bob. Yeah. You got Lance Henriksen. Lance fucking Henriksen. You don't cast awesomeness like that for this piece of shit of a fucking movie. Okay? Hell, you even got another badass cameo in Carrie fucking Fisher. Carrie Fisher. Hey, but I loved her lines though. Okay? What was it? I was going to be cast as Princess Leia. But of course the other girl got it because she slept with George Lucas. That was awesome. And at least her cameo wasn't pointless because she served some point because she gave them information. Other than that, this whole fucking film is stupid. Okay? I don't mind the fucking killer in this movie. I don't mind the fact they made Sydney's mother a fucking movie star and had a son somewhere around the way. Okay? I don't fucking mind that. What I do mind is that you put them in this setting with horrible, and I mean horrible, actors and actresses, not including not George Lucas, not including Carrie Fisher or Lance Henriksen, those who are awesome. Jay and Silent Bob were cool, since they really, Bob didn't really say shit, only Jay did, basically. But it was nothing to do with the story, it was just making Courteney Cox look like another character. No really purpose of that well-being. But my God, the only standout in that crowd was Parker Posey, because she played Courteney Cox's part. She played Gail Weathers basically in the movie, and she embodied Gail Weathers pretty good. But just like every movie that has a Tina in there, she was kind of like Scream's Tina because she was so fucking annoying. You just want to see her fucking die. Okay? And I was like, oh, please, let this bitch die. Because I remember when I had the Scream trilogy, I don't remember this movie being so terrible. But back then, I was what? A teenager? So, yeah. I never had an atrocious time watching a movie before. besides See the Chucky and other bad movies, but I must say, this is one of them. It's not a stupid movie. It does serve some point, especially to the plot. It's just, everything else was just horrible. Fucking horrible. I mean, damn. Not to mention it was all rushed in there at the last fucking minute. Just because America sucks so badly that every time a tragedy happens, it takes them forever to fucking recover, and it hurts every other thing, including movies. So thanks, America. This is what we get instead of the pot we should have got. Thanks, soccer moms, for complaining so much, because then we got Batman and Robin over the last 3 Batmans. So yeah, it's always our fault. It's always America's fault that stupid shit like this happens. And we wonder why it happens. Because it's us. Seriously. I'm not taking nothing back. I'm pissed off. Because of that shit. Because of that fact that we can't, well, I can't, I don't know about everybody else. Everybody else can't grow a set every time something happens. We gotta sit there and be sad for 5 years, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, instead of moving on. Ugh. God damn. I mean, yeah, I am saddened for Columbine, yeah, but because of that, you had to change the fucking script without thinking about what we would have thought if we saw the movie. There probably wouldn't have been no backlash, but instead you put out this shit, and not only was the movie bad, it got terrible reviews all the way around. So, yeah, and with that in mind, I'm giving Scream 3 a D+. D plus all the bullshit I had to sit through and watching this movie. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Scream 3. I'm pretty sure everybody already knows what they think of Scream 3, especially if you see my video. So, yeah. Thank God they made another one, because Scream 4 should have been Scream 3, to tell you the truth. I'm out.